you so well for his feedback. Thank you so much. It's a real honor to be here with you today. I think many of you have not met before, and some are familiar faces. So my deep gratitude to His Gracious Prabhu and the whole family for hosting us. They asked me for a few minutes to just share some thoughts with you about Janmastami. I'm sure you had a wonderful Janmastami festival here in Toronto. At Bhaktivinoda Manor in London, we had a huge festival with about 80,000 people that came. And it was very, very beautiful in many ways. So yes, this evening we will reflect a little bit on Krishna, his appearance in this world, and Krishna's appearance in our life. Om Jnana-Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Tapadamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saranadavadhamitam Sajivam Sarvetam Savadhutam Parijavasaitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sadhana Lalita Shri Shatvanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinamanu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Rani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sudeveri Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpalu Vrischa Kripa Sindhubhyeja Paditana Bhavanebhyo Vishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. People often ask the question, can you show me God? And our response to them is, we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. Our ability to see anything in this world is dependent upon our own consciousness. That's why two people can see exactly the same thing and they can see something completely different. Once there was a husband and wife and they were on the side of the street and they saw another couple coming up to the car and the husband went to the passenger seat, he opened the door, the wife walked in, sat down and then he shut the door nicely. So this other couple was looking. So the wife looked at the man and said, just see, the marriage is new. And the husband looked back at her and said, no, the car is new. Very interesting that you can see the same thing and see completely different things. Because it's all dependent upon consciousness. So people say, I can't see God. If you show me God, then I believe in Him. But the reality is that in order to see God, you have to have the eyes of love. Therefore, Brahma Samhita tells us, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Shantarshade Varidayeshu Vilokanyanti Yam Shyama Sundaram Chinda Guna Swarupa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Gacchami. You have to have some love. Because if you have love, then there is nothing blocking your vision from Krishna. You see, the great devotees who have love, they see Krishna everywhere. Srila Prabhupada was such a devotee. When Srila Prabhupada was walking on Laguna Beach and the waves were crashing, and Srila Prabhupada looked at the devotees and said, "Can you hear?" The devotees said, "Yeah, that's the waves." Prabhupada said, No, that is the sound of Radharani's heartbeat when she goes to meet Krishna. That was very nice, to see the supreme reality. One time Srila Prabhupada was in an interview and the reporter said to Srila Prabhupada, "Swamiji, how do you choose your leaders? How do you choose the leaders in your movement?" So Prabhupada looked right back at the reporter and said, "Krishna tells me." So the reporter was like, so Rameshwar Prabhu, who was next to Srila Prabhupada, he said to the reporter, No, what he means is that in the scriptures it tells what is the qualification of a leader, and based on that, and Prabhupada looked at Rameshwar and said, "No, Krishna tells me directly." Yes, the pure devotee is speaking to Krishna. The pure devotee is hearing Krishna. And the pure devotee is seeing Krishna. Once Jagadurani Mataji, she had painted a picture of Krishna, and Krishna was in the picture, and Radharani was holding a garland, but Radharani was looking in a different direction. So Prabhupada was looking at the picture, he was meditating on it. And then he looked at Jagadurani and he said, "Oh, Radharani has another boyfriend?" So she was thinking, "Oh no, I made a big mistake in this painting, Prabhupada, see?" And then Prabhupada said, No, Radharani is looking for Jagadurani so she can give her a garland because she has painted such a nice picture of Krishna. So that was very interesting, because when Srila Prabhupada was seeing paintings, he was not just saying, "Oh, that's nice artwork." No, that is Krishna. When Srila Prabhupada came in front of the deities, he was talking to Krishna. When all the devotees wanted to leave Juhu because there were so many complications in the project, Srila Prabhupada looked at the devotees and said, "How can I leave? I promised Radha S.R.I. that I would build a temple for them here." So when Srila Prabhupada came in front of Krishna in the Archa Vigraha and made a promise, he was speaking to Krishna. So this is very, very beautiful. The pure devotees are seeing Krishna everywhere. And in this way, Krishna is not just a belief. Krishna is not just a faith. Krishna is not just a concept. But Krishna is a reality that they are engaging with every single day. You see, Prahlad Maharaj, he was also seeing Krishna everywhere. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, "Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvamcha me pasyati tashaham na pranashyami sachamena pranashyati." Krishna says, "For one who sees me everywhere, sees everything in me, I am never lost, nor is he ever lost to me." So Prahlad Maharaj, he was seeing Krishna everywhere because he knew the Supreme Lord Vishnu is my protector. So when he was being tortured by the agents of Hiranyakashipu, He was seeing Krishna everywhere. They looked at Prahlad and they said, Prahlad, when you are being thrown into a fire, weren't you scared? Prahlad said, my father is Vishnu, and Yajna Vishnu. The fire is the mouth of Vishnu. So if you put me in the mouth of my father, do you think he'll devour me? That was an interesting vision. They said, Prahlad, were you not scared when you were thrown into a pit of snakes? Prahlad said, my father is Vishnu, and Ananta-Shesh is the bedstead of Vishnu, and all the snakes are the servants of Ananta-Shesh. So if you throw me in a room with the servants of my father, do you think they'll do anything to me? They said, Prahlad, were you not scared when you were given poison? Prahlad said, don't you know? My father is Vishnu, and once he told the demigods and the demons to churn the milk ocean, and from the milk ocean, who appeared? Lakshmi and also poison. So that means Lakshmi and poison are brother and sister. And if Lakshmi is the consort of my father, then that makes poison my maternal uncle. Do you think anything will happen if you put me in contact with my maternal uncle? They said, Prahlad, but they threw you off a cliff. Were you not scared? Prahlad said, my Lord is Vishnu. And when Vishnu appeared as Varahadev, then with his tusks, he lifted the earth planet, Mother Bhumi, from the nether regions. And when he did that, then they had a son, Bhaumasura. So Bhumi Devi became the consort of my father. So if you throw me into the lap of my mother, do you think I will die? Now can you see this incredible vision? Someone is seeing Krishna everywhere, and therefore there's no fear, there's no apprehension, there's no anxiety. In our lives we have so much fear, isn't it? Just like all of you are sitting here now, I can see the energy from everyone's head. There are so many anxieties, so many fears. What will happen to my children? What will happen in the future? What about my health? What about prasadam? So many anxieties, so many worries. Once I was driving on the street and there was a bumper sticker and it said, do not disturb, already disturbed. So everyone is already disturbed, so many worries, so many anxieties. We fear about the past, we fear about the future. When we're unhappy, we fear it will never end. When we're happy, we fear it will end. But then, when you have love, and you see Krishna everywhere, Abhay Charan, then there's no more fear. Because one is seeing Krishna everywhere. So when we have a festival like Janmastami, it's a very, very deep moment. It is not just a festival in which we do dance, drama, fast all day, and do many, many different activities. Yes, of course we do. Janmastami is a real moment in which we remember that Krishna is ready to appear in my life. Krishna is more eager to appear before me than I'm eager to see him. But I need to make an effort. I need to make an endeavor. I need to show Krishna that I'm desirous to see him. Only when there is that kind of desperation will Krishna appear. Because Krishna will not force himself into your life. No. Krishna gives the whole Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. And then what does Krishna say? Iti te jnanam akyatam Vimrashena Sheshena Yat Tatha Guru. Krishna gives the whole message to Arjuna and then he says, I've given you all the knowledge, think about it, analyze it, introspect on it, reflect, think about it. Yata Icha Tatha Guru. And then you do what you want to do. It's up to you. So, we have a great opportunity. Krishna is right there. You know, when I came to the Hare Krishna movement, what really impressed me about the devotees is they would say things like, oh, Krishna's playing a trick on us. Or maybe Krishna's giving me a message. Or maybe Krishna wants me to learn this lesson. And they would talk about Krishna so personally. And I had never thought about God in that way. I thought God was up there, the clouds. And as long as you don't do anything wrong, then He won't get on your case. But here, when I met the devotees, I realized, wow, for these people, Krishna is like active. Krishna is attentive. Krishna is involved in their life. That's amazing. Why would God want to be involved in my life? But then the devotee said, no. Krishna wants to have loving relationships. And then they told me, the Krishna consciousness movement is not meant to make you believe in Krishna. I said, really? They said, no. This movement is not meant to make you believe in Krishna. This movement is made to empower you to perceive the presence of Krishna at every moment in your life. I thought, wow, that sounds even better. So do you believe in Krishna? That's nice. But what about if you could see Krishna? What about if you could speak to Krishna? What about if you could have a loving, tangible, practical, real exchange with Krishna? Oh yes, that would be very nice. But sometimes it seems very far. Sometimes it seems like, is Krishna really there? Sometimes we're not sure. Sometimes we go in front of Krishna and he's smiling. And we say, it's alright for you, you're smiling, but what about my life? Are you there? Are you helping? But we have to want to see Krishna, isn't it? Just like yesterday we were in New York City, so we went to strawberry fields with John Lennon. John Lennon, unfortunately, he got shot there. So the Beatles, isn't it? And George Harrison. And what does George Harrison say in his song? I really want to see you. I really want to see you. But it takes so long. But actually it doesn't take so long. Because Krishna says to Arjuna, Desha Mahamur Samudharda Mrityu Samsarasagarat Bhavami Nachirat Partha. He says, I am the swift deliverer on the ocean of birth and death. Nachirat doesn't take a long time. In fact, there's a video of Prabhupada and someone asks him, how long does it take to see Krishna? Isn't it? It's just a moment, just a moment. But can we surrender? Oh, that's very hard. Because we still have our plans, we still have our ideas, we still have our attachments. Srila Prabhupada, he was in Jhansi and he was distributing the book, Easy Journey to Other Planets. You know, Jhansi is in India. So then he came to one man, so he gave him the book. The man said, wow, Easy Journey to Other Planets. He said, can I go to other planets if I read this book? Prabhupada said, you can go to the ultimate planet, Goloka Vrindavan. The man said, wow. And then he said, and then, can I come back to Jhansi? Prabhupada said, why do you want to be? No. Yad gatva nani vardante tad dhamma paramam mama. You go to that place, you don't come back here again. He said, I can't come back here again? Prabhupada said, no. He said, then I don't want the book. Yes, because we have so many things here, so many agenda points. See, if I said to you here in this moment, we'll do a survey. You got two options. Option number one, you can achieve everything you want to achieve in your life, all the success, you can get all the material facility, and at the end of life, you can go back home, back to Godhead. Option one. Do you even need to listen to option two? But I tell you option two. Option number two, you can go back to Godhead now, this moment. Who's ready? Put your hand up. No, this moment. I don't think so. You are saying, this moment, if Krishna came and said, come on, let's go, I'll take you. We would say, Krishna, let's do things in the mode of goodness. No need to be so passionate. Let's like tie things up a little bit here. Let's make sure that the mortgage is done, the kids are settled. Let's tie a few things up and then I'm coming back. I'm ready. But now in this moment, that means we still have things here to do. So, Srila Prabhupada was so kind. He was the ambassador of Vrindavan. And Srila Prabhupada just came down to the material world to give us an invitation. It was very touching. One time, His Grace Brahmananda Prabhu, he was giving an offering. He was speaking about Srila Prabhupada and the Vyasasana in Vrindavan. And one person put his hand up and he said, Brahmananda Prabhu, the way you speak about Srila Prabhupada, for us it seems like Srila Prabhupada is God for you. And Brahmananda Prabhu, on the Vyasasana, he said, no. We made that mistake at one point, thinking Srila Prabhupada is God. And then he said, but nowadays I think Srila Prabhupada is even greater than God. And then he said, because Srila Prabhupada came to the Lower East Side to save me. And then he began crying. He said, because Srila Prabhupada came to the Lower East Side to save me. We were just in New York, and we were just retracing all of Srila Prabhupada's steps where he went, meditating. Srila Prabhupada in 1965, in the coldest winter of New York, all alone, in the Skid Row, the lowest of the low, coming to invite everyone back to the spiritual world. That is divine grace. That is compassion. That is the Vaishnava. So, we have a great opportunity. Life is short. It goes quick, isn't it? Life goes real quick. And there's a window of opportunity. Gandhi said, if there's a good thing and you can do it today, why wait till tomorrow? But how do we generate that seriousness? The problem in the world today is that we are too comfortable. We've become comfortable in an uncomfortable place. We've become comfortable in a world that will ultimately let us down. we become comfortable in a lifestyle that ultimately won't satisfy our heart. And in that comfort, we're forgetting our ultimate aspiration. That is the greatest disappointment in our life. So on a festival like Janmastami, then we're rededicating ourselves and we're remembering I've got to become serious about the real purpose of life. Because we don't know how many lifetimes it took to get to this point. Brahmande, Janmastami, Guru Krishna Kesava. Maybe it took many, many lifetimes, and now we have the opportunity. So thank you very much. I'm just kind of sharing some thoughts and words here. I think I'm kind of like a warm-up act here. So I hope I've warmed you up with a little bit to think about, some food for thought. It's really an honor to be with all of you, and looking forward to getting to know you all and serving you, and getting inspired by all of your amazing service and Krishna conscious example. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Can we, with the raised hands, our hands raised in the air, give 3 very loud, very bold. With that, I also want to take a moment to actually introduce you to 2 of the books that Maharaj has written. So we have here Gita 3 and Radha. They're not available in Canada yet, but we have them just as Maharaj is here. So please try to grab your hands on them. Gita 3 is imagine the Bhagavad Gita, but a workbook. So how can you actually work through the Gita to apply it in your life? It's a little intimidating trying to do a synopsis of the book with the author sitting right beside me. On the other hand, has a lot of, when I read this book, it has a lot of questions that you're always pondering in your minds. How does karma affect me? Why do I continue to compare myself with others? And so what's the spiritual perspective behind these questions that sort of influence our day-to-day life? So we have both of these books outside. There are people there willing to help you. We're accepting card, cash, e-transfers, whatever you have. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you outside. Okay, Hare Krishna.